Hello, hello. So this story is basically there's like this lady named Donna Lee, and she has, I don't know, she's got some kind of mental health stuff. She's a nice lady, but like she's the kind of person who just kind of drives everybody crazy because she gets stuck in like a loop, and she could only really talk about like 2 topics ever. And I've known this lady since I was like a teenager, and I just kind of have the misfortune of always running into her, and like, or she somehow finds me, you know? It's like I can never escape. Like everywhere I go to the grocery store, I go to CVS, I go to my freaking nutrition class. Everywhere I go, she's there. And one time she was even chasing me. I like literally just got home and she's like, "Hi Emily, how are you?" And you know, I'm just trying to like, you know, be like, "Hello, I'm just heading home. I don't have time to chat, sorry." And then she just starts chasing me. So it got to the point where I would just try to kind of dodge and like hide, you know? Anytime I saw her, I was like, "Oh no, here she comes," you know? Because I didn't want to deal with her. Because if you want to know what her mental loop is, she always comes up and asks, "Do you think I look pretty? Do I look better as a blonde or brunette? Does this color look good on me?" And I just kind of got to the point where I'm like, I can't take this no more. How many times from the time I'm like 15 to 39 do I have to tell you, you look fine? So, you know, so like I ran into her at CVS today, and she was in my nutrition class, and she was pulling out her little handful of crystals, and she's all color coded, like she's got, you know, today's her citrine day, and she's wearing yellow because yellow's a bright, sunny, happy color. "Do you think I look good in yellow? Do you think I'm pretty?" And I mean, she's completely harmless, you know, but oh my god, it's just so funny how, like, I don't know how I always end up running into her. No matter what I do, no matter where I go, it's like she's always there. I cannot avoid this lady. And I remember, like, back when I was living in the other apartment building, she lived on the same floor as me, and it was like, every time I had to go out into the hallway to throw out the garbage, I'd be like looking. I'm like, alright, I don't see her. And sometimes I'd duck into the stairwell just to hide because I didn't want to get stuck on the elevator with her, because then I'd have to be in the elevator like, "Do you think I look pretty as a blonde or brunette?" Like, no. Oh my god. And I've always been nice to her, always. Like, I will never be mean, you know, to somebody who has some kind of mental health thing. I don't know, like, what exactly she has, but, like, yeah. But it's just so funny how, like, I can never avoid her. So that's pretty much it. That's the story. The story of Donna Lee. I remember, like, my mom, back when my mom was still alive, she was like, "Oh, I met this lady named Donna Lee." And she tried to hook her up with, like, her friend Sandy, you know, because Donna Lee's like, "Oh, I'm so lonely, I don't have any friends," or whatever. And my mom, like, tried to have her meet some of her friends, and then Donna Lee's like, "Oh, you're ugly." Like, she got really mean, like, mean girl, you know? And you don't, like, expect that, but that apparently is part of what she does. Like, that's why I kind of keep a distance from her, because she does come off as nice and harmless, but, like, she can get really mean, like, mean girl, you know? Because obviously she's got something not quite right upstairs, you know? Say, my mom has a similar friend named Athena from California who will call us and chat on and on and on for hours about random trivia and will not take, we have plans for today. Please listen to us when we say goodbye and stop trying to talk for an answer. Oh, man. Yeah. That's like why I hate talking on the phone. Like today, you know, I had my friend met this girl, the 15-year-old girl, and he's like, "Oh, she's a great artist and she really wants to talk to you." And, you know, I hate talking on the phone. But, like, I did it because, you know, it's a young person who wants advice. Like, she wanted to know about, like, if she should go to college and what kind of college do you go to for, like, art and stuff like that. And so, you know, we ended up talking for 3 hours and I just gave her, like, a lot of my honest advice and, like, told her about my own experiences. And it's like, I feel like if you're gonna go to college, you should just do, like, a vocational school and, like, you could literally just take the specific classes you need to hone your skill set without going to like a full-on college and putting yourself into like 6 figures of debt. Because an art degree is absolutely not worth that. Like, if you want to be an artist, you have to have like a good portfolio. Like, you need to learn how to hone your skills. And you gotta be good at, like, marketing and business and getting your work out there. You don't really need a degree. Like, if you have a really good body of work, you'll get work as an artist. Like, the degree is kind of a useless piece of paper unless you want to teach, you know? Like, if you want to be, like, an art professor at a college or you want to teach art at, like, a school, then you need, like, a degree. So I explained all of this to her, you know, I'm like, you can go to a college and just take the art classes that you need to take. Like, you could take art history, you can take, you know, figure drawing and get better at anatomy and stuff. Sure, you're not going to get credits and you're not going to end up with, like, a degree, but, like, you'll still have the knowledge and you won't be in crippling, horrendous debt till the day you die. Like, I feel like modern day college is such a scam for like a lot of people. Like, if you're not going to college to become like a lawyer or a doctor or, you know, something that actually requires college, like an engineer or something. If you're just going to, you know, become an artist or a writer or a musician, like literally any of the creative fields, you don't need a degree. And that's my humble opinion, because the degree that I got ain't even worth toilet paper. I literally have a bachelor's degree. What has it done for me? Nothing. I still had to work minimum wage jobs, and you know, like, you're not gonna get jobs with an art degree. Like, you're just not. Just like if you have a degree in, like, what's another useless degree? Can you guys think of it? There's so many useless degrees. I don't know. There's a lot of useless degrees. Like, I have a degree in cookie cutters, you know? Like, what is that gonna do? Why are you getting into 6 figures of debt for that? To learn how to cut cookies. But yeah, so I just gave this girl some, like, honest advice based on my own experiences. You know, I'm like, you know, you can absolutely go to college and whatever, but just, you know, be careful not to take out loans and get yourself into, like, insane debt that you won't be able to handle, because that's the worst way to start your life when you're a young person, is having, like, a mortgage of debt and, like, interest that keeps piling up. And, like, you're gonna be paying that off forever until you're, like, 70. Or, you know, until you die. Because there's a lot of people that are in that situation where they're just paying off college debts, and if you don't pay, they'll garnish your wages, and they could ruin everything. Ruin your credit, bankrupt you, you know? And even when you get bankrupted, you don't get relieved of college loans. Like, you can never shake off a college loan. There's no debt forgiveness. So, I told her, just go to a vocational school, you know, take art classes to learn what you need to learn, and then just build up a really good portfolio and you'll get work. Like, she's already gotten like 14 art commissions and she's only 15 years old, and her artwork is actually really, really good. Like, she literally draws better than I drew at her age. Her art is impressively good. So, you know, I don't think she's gonna have any problem becoming an artist. Although, the only thing I do worry about for her and everybody is AI. Like, you know, like, what... when she's finally old enough to start trying to get into the work field, what is it gonna look like, you know, down the road with the way things are going with AI? I just don't know. But she's interested in designing like character sheets for people and maybe doing VTuber avatars, just the art part. And, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, I'm all like all for it. More power to ya. And she also has a really unique art style too, which is so hard for artists to develop, and she's developed it at such a young age, like a very distinctive art style. So I wish all the best for her, and I told her she could contact me anytime, like if she ever has any other questions, you know, because I'm always happy to be a mentor to young artists if they need like advice and whatnot. I wish I could tell them, you know, that I know how to become like hugely successful and make lots of money, and that like I can teach you how to find stability in this field, but unfortunately that's something I'm still working on myself. Because being a freelancer is the most unstable field there is, really. But I love what I do. Gotta go to bed. Good night. Thank you for watching, and thanks for listening to me ramble. And actually, I'm pretty much done with this. See, I've only been streaming for 31 minutes. I told you it was gonna be a short stream. Surprise! It's done! I don't think I have anything else to do on this other than save it. So yeah, that's it, guys. Very short stream today. I am going to send this to my client, and Mike and I were watching The Goonies, so I'm probably gonna go finish The Goonies. I haven't seen it in a long time, and I love that movie. It's, you know, childhood classic. Thank God it's not called The Gooners. God, whoever thought that the word goon would, you know, like the meanings of words and the way they change over time, it's crazy. The Gooners. But yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.